Well, our biggest thing that we're really asking for is change to the estate tax on the state level. We've introduced the Farm Family Preservation Act, which changes the estate tax for agricultural farms to help them see increased benefits and exemption levels, make the process a little easier, but also look at some of their assets and recalculate those so that the farmer's land is not overly burdensome on the estate tax, so that we can make some adjustments. This law hasn't been updated in over 13 years, and we really think it's needed, especially as we see our farmers who are land rich but cash poor, and when they have to go into those situations, it's very hard on that, passing that farm on to the next family. So we're really looking to push that.
What else do you have?
We've got several other issues, one of which is nuisance deer. We're seeing an increase in wildlife population, and we need to see the tools allowed to landowners increased. So we're looking at making changes with the Department of Natural Resources on how you get your nuisance permit, who's allowed to use those permits, when you can use those, so that we can address the overpopulation of deer, especially in the state of Illinois. We're also keeping our eye on diesel emissions, mandatory standards, the California standards. There's some rulemaking going through the Pollution Control Board. There's also legislation here in the General Assembly that we're opposed to. So we're really working hard so that we don't see those level of just basically banning diesel trucks from being purchased in the state of Illinois. So we're working on that issue. There's numerous other issues, funding levels of the Department of Agriculture, also looking at how we address funding for soil and water conservation districts, and we're also looking at several other environmental pieces of legislation, especially dealing with wetlands and access to navigable waters that we're opposed to because it takes away private property rights.
That's right. Somebody could canoe off of a river into somebody's pasture, get knocked over by a bull, and it'd be the farmer's fault.
And that's one of the biggest problems of that legislation is it allows unlimited access for people to get to and from rivers, go up and down the rivers, go on the landowner's land and have access to it, and there is no liability immunity for farmers on their land. So it's a really big problem, and we're trying to educate legislators on the concerns of that.